guys, welcome to another video. Cuinix here. So as always, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. If you're an OG subscriber, thank you for watching another video. Thank you. Yeah, as you can see from the title, today's video entails cars that girls these days prefer. Okay, not prefer, want. Basically, I've been doing this research since some time back. I thought of this video way back, like 2 months ago. I was having a conversation with a friend, and it popped up. I randomly asked the question, if you wanted to have a car, well, what would it be? I was surprised by what I was told, but it gave me this video idea. So I've been researching for the last like 2-3 months, because this is actually research by me. I've asked a lot of people, around 20. Yeah, I wanted a solid number like 20, so that I get enough evidence to support my lists. So yeah, I divided the list into some categories. The manufacturer of the car. Most friends who are girls know the make of the car, but do not know who actually manufactures them. So I decided to input a manufacturer on the list. The preferred color, the preferred color that girls would prefer on their cars. So yeah, it's also there. Another category is the type of fuel, the engine capacity, the price on the local market if one would want to buy, and number of seats, and I did add a little bit here and there. So yeah, so with that said, let's get to the list and name our first car. So the first car on my list would be the Juke. Basically the Nissan Juke. The manufacturer is Nissan, so you say Nissan Juke. The preferred color that most girls prefer it in is maroon or red, which makes sense. I've seen a lot actually, a lot of Jukes in like a red or a maroon type of color, which sometimes when you see some things and you take note, they actually make sense when you do some research on them. Okay, they use petrol, mainly petrol. Yeah, actually just petrol. I don't believe there is a diesel variant. So yeah, the next, the engine capacity, it's 999cc, so it's a very small engine, 3 cylinders. Okay, when I say cc, it means cubic capacity. Yeah, cc's, just like the way you used to learn volume. So yeah, basically 999, 1000cc, so very small engine, 3 cylinders, front wheel drive, which makes sense, because having a small engine with like an all-wheel platform will be kinda weird, if you ask me. So basically the Juke, to put into perspective how small the engine is, a Toyota PASSO has around the same amount of cc's, and 1000. Yeah, so compared to the body size of the PASSO and the Juke, you can see how engine size really factors, because body and size between the PASSO and the Juke, it's a huge difference. So basically it's a big body with a small engine. Price in the local market, it ranges to 900,000 to 1.2 M. The cheapest one I found was like around 700,000, but the mileage was really high. It's been driven for a lot, so I factored in the 900,000 range to 1.2 if you want the newer models. Yeah, basically they're good cars. They do not guzzle fuel, like as you can see, it has a small engine. It's really nice for city driving, really nice for the lady, and I actually see why ladies really prefer this. So yeah, the Nissan Juke, first car on the list. Let's go to the next one. So the second car on my list would be the VITZ, Toyota VITZ. The manufacturer is Toyota, so Toyota VITZ. In other countries they call it the Yaris, but here we mainly call it the VITZ, which is understandable. The preferred color that most girls prefer eating is lime, yellow or pink. Yeah, actually I think I've seen a lime VITZ somewhere. I don't know, I probably should input a clip if I see it. Yeah, yellow, lime yellow, I think they are almost the same but not the same. And a pink makes sense. Pink makes sense. Yeah, it uses petrol. It has 5 number of seats. They come in a front wheel drive, mainly in Kenya, but there are other 4-wheel drive variants. You know, they are different. You know, there is a GR version or a Gazoo racing version, which is more into the sports. Yeah, they mainly range around. You know, with the Toyota VITZ, they've been around for some time. So the older models go for around 400k, with the more recent models going to up to 900k. You know, the one with all the options and stuff. Yeah, so basically they've been around. So you know, at least when you're looking for parts, they'll be kind of cheapish, if you ask me. Yeah, and it's a Toyota, so you know, it's reliable. It has good space for a small compact car, and yeah, basically reliable. The third car on the list would be none other than the Volkswagen Beetle. Yeah, it's the Beetle, so the manufacturer is Volkswagen. Please take note, it's Volkswagen, not I asked someone and they told me like ile gari yenye with a W alafu W mbili. It's not W mbili, it's Volkswagen. Yeah, so Volkswagen, yeah, it uses petrol. Oh yeah, okay, and actually a note, girls prefer the more recent models, not the ones that you know, the older models, the really popular one, the old models. They prefer the, you know, the new ones. You know, the preferred color would be white, silver or pink. Trust me, I've seen a pink Beetle somewhere. Can't remember where. So it has four seats, but we are Kenyan, so we know hiyo kitu itatosha watu watano. Yeah, so yeah, the recent models come with a 2.0 intercooled turbo engine, so you know, it's interesting. Front wheel drive. The price on the local market, I saw the cheapest one going for 850 across the platforms that I searched through 850k. Nice. And the most recent one, I believe it's the 2019 model, going for around 2.5 M. So yeah, they are not cheap cars, but you know, if you have the pocket, you can always prefer it. So yeah, the Volkswagen the Volkswagen Beetle. So we move on to the fourth car on our list, which is the LEXUS HARRIER. Toyota LEXUS. Okay, the manufacturer is Toyota LEXUS. Basically Toyota owns LEXUS, so they either come in a Toyota or a Lexus, so it's Toyota LEXUS. The preferred color that girls prefer this in, it's black. One case told me shiny black, so gloss black, so mainly black. Yeah, black. One did say about white, but you know, yeah, white might be factored in. The engine capacity goes for around 1986 to 3456, 3456 cc. It depends with what you have, because some do come with a front wheel drive, and others do come with all-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. Yeah, the price on the local market is around 400,000 for the like recent models, the first ones, and there is a 2020 model, so I believe it's more expensive. Yeah, around 3.6 million, you know, which is the RX, the RX model trim, I guess, trim. Yeah, going for 3.6 million, very expensive. So the fifth car on my list would be a Subaru, the Forester. So the manufacturer is Subaru. Yeah, So I don't know, there is something that kept, you know, while I was doing the surveying, that kept coming up about the Forester, as in girls don't prefer the older models. Whoever owns loud Foresters have really tarnished the image of Forzies. I don't know why, because, you know, girls would be like, staki zile zenye za kitambo zenye ziko na makelele. Yeah, so yeah, the more recent models, so I know they were talking about the 2013 models coming up. So so the preferred color would be blue, red and black, which makes sense. Blue, red and black, that's the most common, you know, color you'd see on Foresters. Yeah, it has a petrol engine, all-wheel drive, so all tires go round. 5 number of seats. The price on the market, the price on the market depends, you know, they are really common around, so I chose to leave that to you. If you are considering to buy that one, I chose to leave that to you, because, you know, you might find one for, you know, 1 point, or another one for 500, oh no, around 800. It depends. The depends on the model. There are so many models around, so the price might fluctuate among the models. So they mainly come with a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder, with a, or a 2.5, depends with whether it has a turbo or not. Yeah, so this is very true about the Forza. It's very true. I was at the pizza meet. If you saw my video on the pizza meet, I think it was the last pizza meet. I know it's March, January, February. It's either February or March. There were ladies who came with like 3 Forzis. So yeah, I probably should include the clip. So yeah, I actually believe that, you know, girls really would prefer a Forester. So the next car on my list was really, you know, if you know, okay, this car was, you know, was really mentioned, as in, like, if I ever want to own a car, it would be this one. It was like mentioned like 5 times, so it had to make the list. And basically it's the Land Cruiser. It's either the Prado or the V8. Yeah, the preferred color would be either in white or black. You know, most said that they would like it to be a little bit basic, you know, just basic white and black, not, you know, some shouting color like lime, yellow or silver, or, you know, pink. So they either come in a diesel or petrol. So please check on what, if you ever get the money to buy this car, just please check on what fuel you should put inside the tank, because these are really expensive cars to mess up with the fuel. So please take note. I think there's a kind of write a small name sticker on your dash saying like, I should put diesel in this car, not petrol. Yeah, the big cars or big engines are supposed to be in there. So V8, you know, 5.7 liter on the 2020 model. Oh, on the 2020 Cruiser, 7-seater, but we know that car can carry 10 people. Okay, with the price, with this I chose to neglect the price. Basically, if you feel that you can buy this car, just go and buy it. Just go check and buy it, because yeah, they are not cheap cars. Some go for around 15 million. So you know, yeah, this is not me, this is the survey. So yeah, this is actually things that actually some of you told me. So the 7th car on my list would be a Honda. Actually the Honda Fit, the manufacturer is Honda. Yeah, they mainly use petrol unless you get like a hybrid, but they mainly use petrol. Yeah, engine capacity are very kind of low, around 1317 to 1496. The variance in the engine capacity comes with the factor that some are all-wheel drive. Basically, some Honda Fit, maybe the RS or the Mugen, or you know, I've seen the Mugen 2020. is all-wheel drive, so really nice. 5 number of seats. The preferred color is silver or white, really basic. Yeah, most girls prefer it. Okay, 3 in 20 girls prefer it in silver, and 2 prefer it in white. Really basic colors. So the price range in the market, if you're going for the non-hybrid one, the hybrids are kind of a little bit expensive because you know the hybrid factor. Yeah, the price range is around 650,000 to 900,000. So you say it depends on what you want, or even past that, because you know newer models are coming. So older models are getting a little bit cheaper, but the newer models are really expensive. I consider a car expensive once it has a trim that passes 1 million. That is an expensive car. So we move on to the 8th car on the list, which is none other than my favorite, Toyota PASSO. Yeah, the manufacturer is Toyota, so Toyota PASSO. The preferred color in this is red, white, silver. You know, it has a petrol engine, so always if you ever buy one, just know it has petrol, unless the manufacturer tells you this is a diesel, which I don't see. It's an economy car, so I don't see like them Toyota ever making like a diesel variant. Yeah, the price in the market is around 600,000 to 800,000 for the newer models. Yeah, 600. You know, as cars get different models, you know, the older models get a little bit, you know, cheaper. Yeah, they come in a front-wheel drive, and yeah, basically I have experience with this car. They're really economic. You know, they don't guzzle fuel, small engines, always reliable. Trust me, always reliable if you take good care of them. Always try and, you know, maintain it. The car will be really nice. So if whoever chooses the Toyota PASSO, I have experience with it, and you know, it's a really nice car. The 9th car on my list is a Volkswagen Polo. Yeah, the 2020 model is a good one. It's a good example. The manufacturer is Volkswagen. As I said, do not, as in the sign is like a V on top and a W in the middle, on the lower part with a circle around it. So VW, C W mbili. Yeah, so Volkswagen, it has the engine mainly comes, you know, with the smaller ones, with a smaller capacity. With the small ones comes with a 3-cylinder variant, and the bigger ones, the 4 doors, you know, come with a 4-cylinder variant. Depends on whether it's a turbo or not. Yeah, the 3 cylinders going for around 999 cc's, having, and you know, the bigger ones having almost 2000 cc. As I said, turbo or not, depends. That's why the engine might be bigger or smaller. Yeah. The cheapest one I found on the interwebs is around 600,000, and the most expensive one I found was around 1M. For a small compact car, and what you're getting, it's a really nice price. I really like them there, especially the turbo versions. They're really nice. But the GTIs, yeah. So yeah, that's the 9th car on the list. Yeah, that's the 9th car on the list. I believe I say they prefer them in red and white. If I done it, then here it is. Yeah, Volkswagen Polo. I've seen a lot of ladies drive this car around, and I see why. As I said, some things, until you do some research, you can see why they're really common. So the 10th car on the list would be nothing. I know that sounds weird, but something that kept on, you know, cropping up after some few people was like, most girls don't prefer owning a car or haven't thought of owning a car. Some of them, a small number, as in 2 out of 20, so 1 out of 10, every 10 girls that I interviewed, or you know, directly asks them, feel like owning a car is like a huge responsibility, and you know, with the you know, with the new way of getting your driver's license, they feel like it's kind of cumbersome. So yeah, 20 girls do not want to own a car in the next like 5 years or so, or ever. They prefer using Uber, you know, transport, public service. A car is not like that important. And actually, after seeing this, I actually looked around the internet and I saw there was a survey, and young people don't prefer buying cars these days, and I actually see why. And you know, as much as I would like to advise you, like, owning a car is the best thing, you know, you have freedom and all that. If you feel like owning a car is like, you know, a huge responsibility, then that is you. And you know, basically cars are a huge responsibility. It's just like the same as owning a dog. you have to feed a dog, you have to fuel this thing, you have to, you know, maintain it, you have to maintain this thing. So yeah, it's a huge responsibility. So yeah, I second that in a way. So yeah, the 10th car on the list is no car at all. Okay, as I close out the video, I'd like to mention some mentions, you know, some cars that got mentioned but they didn't have like enough weight to factor in the list. Some like the Mazda Demio and the Nissan March were mentioned like once or twice, but the interviewee would change their mind after you know, having some thought into it. So yeah, they're basically there, but they didn't have like that so much factor, as in mentioned once or twice. Yeah, other small cars, but yeah, according to my survey. So if there is a car I did not mention, please don't be afraid. I like talking to you guys. I like your DMs. If you're DMing me, thank you. So yeah, as I said, if you feel like I left out a car, please hapo kwa comment. I will be opening a discussion on the channel. Hapo kwa discussions, I'll be posting some questions or some stuff. Make sure you pitia there, tell me some stuff, answer some questions, you know. Yeah, so see you on the next one. By the way, I'm on a small little upload video rampage, so make sure you hit that notification bell so that you can get notified when I drop new videos. So thank you. See you on the next one.